Right now, the real estate market across Canada is just blowing up. I'm going over the top 5 hottest neighborhoods here in Kelowna. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this channel. I'd love to hear your feedback. Leave me a comments. Let me know where you're looking. What neighborhoods are you drawn to when you're looking at Kelowna? Right now, we're gonna just start with the total number of sales. I mean, that's probably just the easiest way to go about it. And when you're looking at the real estate market, you just basing on the total number of sales, hottest market. So in number 1 coming out, Lakeview Heights had 245 total sales here in this last year. So this is all since the pandemic started. So 245 total sales in Lakeview Heights. Looking at the Lower Mission, there's 181 sales. Lower Mission is a little bit newer neighborhood, and a lot of activity there. So and right behind it actually was the Upper Mission. So both, I got people calling me every day looking to move here to Kelowna, and up my phone, reach out, shoot me an email, send me a text message, whatever you got to do, I got your back. So I'd love to help you out and get you moved here to Kelowna. Number 4 was Glenmore with 173 total sales, and this Glenmore is an older neighborhood. So you got your older mature trees, flat lots, which a lot of people like. Some of those other ones, Lower Mission, Upper Mission, you can be a little bit further out with some inclines there, but in Glenmore, what really draws people to it is the mature neighborhoods and the flat lots with mature trees. You get the homes were originally built in 1970s, and you can get the odd one brand new or refinished, but there are quite a few of the old ones just renovated. And number 5, looking at it, total sales was Rutland North, so 168 sales in Rutland North. Rutland is one of the most affordable neighborhoods in Kelowna. It does get a little bit of a bad rap with it because of it is a high blue collar workforce and a lot of rentals actually in there. So a lot of those sales could have been rentals, and these are all single family home sales. So we're just looking specifically on the single family home market, and so 168 sales totally for Rutland North. All right, so now we're going to go into a second set of criteria looking at the hottest neighborhoods here. We're going just over total volume. So what was the amount of sales of total volume that transacts? So not taking into account number of homes, number of listings. So this is just also going to take into account high-end homes. So what is the highest end with turnover? So we're coming in at number 1, and this numbers are actually going to look quite a bit like the first one, with only one exception there at the end. But looking at it, Lakeview Heights came in number 1 again. So $268 million worth of sales, and that was based off of 245 total sales. So you're averaging out over $1 million a house for what has sold really since the pandemic started. Majority of those homes, 245 homes, $268 million worth of home sales. Number 2, this was number 3 on the other list, but this is number 2, is Upper Mission. There's $212 million worth of sales, and with Upper Mission, that is compared to 180 total sales, and so you are averaging a higher dollar per house sold. Coming in at 3rd place was Lower Mission, right behind Upper Mission, and that was $202 million worth of sales, and that's based on 181 sales. So they are pretty all comparable. The Upper Mission and Lower Mission were both pretty comparable. A little bit higher scale homes in Upper Mission, which is where we're seeing a little bit higher dollar volume sell. $212 million worth of sales in Upper Mission versus $202 million worth of sales in Lower Mission. Coming in at number 4 is also number 4 on the last criteria we looked at, was Glenmore, and it came in at $162 million worth of sales, based on 173 total sales. So in Glenmore, you're looking at an average of $936,000 per house, just based on these numbers. They do range. You get some higher scale homes, and you can get some lower ones in the 600 and starting out range, depending on the type of house. And then number 5 on the total volume worth of sales was the Kelowna South neighborhood with 103 million worth of sales. This was not on our previous list. The total number of sales of what Kelowna South had was 143 sales. And so you're looking at in and around that $900,000 again per household that is sold. So coming in at number one for the average days on market, and this is not considering anything else other than how long is this homes on average are these homes spending on the market. And the hottest neighborhood in this respect was Glenmore with 47 days on market. Glenmore was in the top 5 with the other 2 criteria, so maybe we'll crown Glenmore as the hottest neighborhood because none of the other ones were on the list, on all 3 lists. Glenmore was the only one on that same list, so we're looking at it from there with 47 days on market. And coming in at number 2 with days on market right behind Glenmore was Shannon Lake in West Kelowna with 48 days on market. And West Kelowna Estates was 3rd place on it with 49 days on market, also in West Kelowna. And then another one from West Kelowna, a lot of items in West Kelowna, not spending a whole lot of time on the market, but with Smith Creek. And then in behind that was Rutland at number 5. Rutland North was number 5 with 54 days on market on average. So that is, it's not taking into account certain things like maybe if you came off the market and then relisted and then sold within that time period. But we are seeing the average days on market starting to come down. This last month they were down below 30 days on market for the entire marketplace. So those numbers are coming down. We'll see what these are, but this was in the past year. So we're going to take the whole pandemic, the whole time everything was shut down. Since the pandemic started, those were the hottest neighborhoods in Kelowna.